Hello, lovely. I have a feeling that you could use some positive affirmations. If it's alright for me to reach out to you, I'd love to reach out and to also offer you some positive words, if that's okay. Thank you. Well, firstly, I'd like to acknowledge the wonderful and abundance of energy that you bring. Even when our energy can feel finite and as though we might have to spread it wisely, I can tell that you have energy that you can devote to the things that you really love and that you really care about. And that is something worth feeling grateful for, something that I think we can all appreciate in ourselves. So I'd like to reflect on just how lovely it is that you have such positive energy to spare. I think that you likely have a sense of humor, don't you? Having a good sense of humor doesn't necessarily, to me anyways, mean that we're funny or that we think we're funny. It's okay if maybe we are still practicing in the art of laughter, but the idea of seeing the good humor in life, of being able to laugh, to feel humor towards ourselves, to laugh at ourselves and to laugh at circumstances, whether it's light or dark humor, silly humor, whatever humor that you like, I think you are capable of experiencing that kind of joy, that kind of rush and happiness. And I think that is a true gift and something worth noting and appreciating. So you have the gift of humor, and maybe it is that you do make others laugh. And if that is the case, thank you, because laughter really, really does just put a bounce in our step. It adds some magic to the day, to some of the inevitable and difficult tasks that we have to go through. Laughter and humor can add some ingredients of excitement to our otherwise mundane and sometimes arduous, stressful tasks. So here's to humor, the ability to have an experience and the ability to create humor. I can sense that you are somebody who appreciates your senses. If you're here, then you connect through relaxation or in relationships, in part through sound, among other senses. You're able to relay information into the ears of others, and you're able to take in sounds, to appreciate them. And if you're watching this, for some, having the perception, the sight of close contact and mimicking physical touch is also a sense that can bring comfort, closeness, warmth. And so you are capable of using your senses for bonding, for comfort, for self-soothing, even for helping others to feel that way. And that in itself is a wonderful thing, something that we can reflect on and appreciate and adore. So here's to your senses, to sound, to the ability to hear, to the ability to be heard, the ability to be seen and to see. How many wonderful things that we can see. I have a feeling that if you are drawn to this community, to the ASMR community, that you enjoy spaces that are, I think, welcome ones, positive spaces. If you notice, generally speaking, in my experience, the comment sections are very wholesome, very congenial, very welcoming. I really appreciate that aspect of the people that are here anyways, in my experience. It's just a very predictable, mostly predictable place to go and to be able to just soothe, to have tranquility, to relax. And so if you're here, you are perhaps accessing a space, maybe not intentionally, but you perhaps have the ability to go in and feel like you are a part of something, of others who connect through sound and through sight in order to feel relaxed. For me, I even use ASMR when I am working away, when I'm studying, or sometimes if I notice that I'm starting to feel a little agitated, I will play ASMR to help to self-regulate or to help focus. And so my positive affirmation for you is that when you have access to community, and I think that is something you've done for yourself, and then two, that you are testing the waters, or you know a way of self-regulating, of finding a method to help you achieve the aim that you are trying to reach. If that's to sleep, if it's to calm down, if it's to feel more relaxed, if it's to feel less anxious, if it's to help with sadness or other tough emotions, or if it's to lift you up, to feel more awake, to feel more focused and zoned in to the subject matter or task at hand. I think you are wise and are able to listen to your body, to be able to know what you need. And that is a valuable skill or type of behavior. Something that's a little bit more challenging is to be able to let others know what we need. But as scary as that can feel sometimes, and something I really have to engage in practice too, so I'm not standing on a pedestal, but little by little getting better at expressing needs and what you do and do not hope for in a circumstance, in a scenario, gives valuable information to others. It does. I know sometimes it can feel scary when we hear the boundaries of other people. Our inclination might be to feel like there's something wrong with us. We did something incorrectly. We did something to hurt someone. However, when we're given feedback and when someone tells us what they do and do not like about the treatment we've given, it gives us information about how we want to interact in that situation. Whether it's we want to modify our behavior, change, apologize, or even it might mean that there's irreconcilable differences and it might be healthier to have some space. But knowing that information, I hope anyways, that we can feel grateful for that this is something that we would, if we care about someone, that we really want to know, that we would be so thankful if someone were to tell us what they need. And so it's learning that we can do the same and reaching out and letting those we care about, those we interact with on a regular basis, our colleagues, our peers, our friends, our family. You are capable of those things. You're capable of connecting with people in this way and receiving in this way. And when we learn these communication tactics, we become stronger and stronger. stronger and stronger in our relationships. So you are capable of deep connection, effective connection, strong connection. And these are wonderful things. No matter what your range of emotions, you are capable of experiencing an array of them, which is a wonderful, special thing about the human experience. This array of emotions that we can carry is a way that we can bring character to our memories and to our experience. I can't speak for other species or for the entirety of the human species, but I know for myself personally, I might forget a name or a face or the exact order or sequence or words that were said, but I certainly can remember the emotions that took place in something that I really remember. And so this is a unique facet of the human experience. We're not exactly like a camera or a recording, and it's okay. It was probably helpful in some way for us to remember things this way, and now we have lovely technology to help us to bring a bit more accuracy to the things that we see. That's why it's great that we can take notes when we're taking in some really important information that we might want to remember or to learn from or to be able to use later. But these emotions, they can be colored with high and low intensity, and they can be broad from emotions that are less enjoyable to ones that we really, really enjoy. And the fact that I think that there is such variation and that our emotions don't always stay the same there's probably a reason for that as well. And so I think it's kind of cool that although our bodies are always changing, that there's always variety in what's going on. Even if we're doing the exact same routine, we are continually changing inside, and that can color how we view the outside. But I mention all of this to say that you are capable of some really profound and beautiful emotions, and of sharing those with others. You can be affected by emotions, and you can generate emotions and words and actions that affect others in meaningful ways. I think is something to feel grateful for, that is special to appreciate. Again, speaking to modulation and emotional modulation, although our emotions are valid, they are our experience, we have tools at our disposal to be able to moderate these emotions in the direction more so that we would like to take them in. And there are tools and techniques like meditation and mindfulness, for example, that can help us to achieve that aim. Meditation, I've heard or understand, can give us 2 to 3 seconds of extra reaction time. And that might not sound like a lot, but I kind of like the analogy of Neo in the Matrix, being able to slow down and to really see the code and what's taking place, and to be able to dodge in almost slow motion. So even if we're able to sit and to note what emotions we're experiencing, saying, oh, in this moment I'm feeling a bit defensive, or I'm feeling a bit sad or anxious, or I'm feeling overly joyful or maybe nervous. There's so many different things that come up. If we used to, or I think we all have a tendency to act and to not fully understand why we're doing things. These thoughts and emotions, they come up so fast, like the fluttering of a hummingbird's wings, or a butterfly, or a beetle. We generate thoughts so quickly. Having a bit of reaction time to be able to see what's taking place and to think on how we want to respond, that's within our disposal. And that is truly, I think, a superpower. And that is in your disposal. That is within your toolkit. And I think that is super cool. Super cool. Definitely worth having a positive affirmation over, for appreciating, for enjoying. So look how cool we are with our superpowers of mindfulness, of meditation, however it is that you are able to observe your thinking and observe when you're not thinking about what you want to be thinking about. There's many mindfulness techniques, and I think they're worth exploring. I think it's kind of like flossing, or like getting movement, getting adequate sleep, getting good nutrition. Really having time for our minds is something that we're all able to access. It's definitely difficult, to make time for ourselves, for our health, because we have more demands than ever. We have a lot on our plates, but even if we're able to take a minute out of our day, it's something. It makes a difference. It makes a difference. We all make a difference, don't we? We all have our footprint. We all have our mark. And I used to think that there needed to be a certain sphere of influence in order to be meaningful, and I've had really wonderful people in my life to show me how important it is to have a sphere of positivity just around us, even in our immediate environments. And when I say having a bigger sphere, is because that comes from a place of ego, and I'm not saying that's gone from me at all, but having an open mind about being a good person and that being good enough, being able to be a good civilian or a member of the community, being a good worker, being a good caretaker, being a good person to ourselves, to our relationships, whatever it is, a good steward of the environment, whatever it is that you value. It can be in our immediate environments, tending to our gardens and having the most loving, the most the most positive intent in our space around us is valuable. It is of value. And the people around you will feel it. It'll be palpable. And so I find that empowering, because it means that all of us, no matter how small we may feel that our voices are, we have an ability to touch a life, to leave an impact, a mark, a footprint, to make the day brighter for someone else, or even an animal, or a tree that needs tending to, something like that. Or for ourselves, we can make our days better. And I think that is meaningful and worth appreciating. Lastly, I want to reflect on our capacity for love, for affection, for appreciation. I think whatever it is how you describe it, how you feel it, our feeling of affinity, of enjoyment, of something, of someone, of someplace, I think is a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful thing that we can appreciate and embrace. The fact that we can take in and feel awe and feel enjoyment for something. Imagine a scenery, the good feelings that we feel, a place that has you feeling immense comfort, beauty, safety, adventure, thrill, something that really, really, you feel it in your chest, you feel it in your bones. That could be for a place, it could be a person or people that swells your heart up with joy and with love. It could be an animal. It could be a hobby or an activity that you devote your heart to. It could be your life's work, your purpose, your vocation, your occupation. Something that fills you, that makes you feel alive. We are capable of that. That is within our experience. And I feel so grateful and appreciative that we can have this. These are some positive affirmations for the day. They might sound a little funny in that they're not maybe typical. I try to think of things that could apply to most of us. Something that is within us, generally speaking, all to access and to have and to behold. Thank you so much for stepping in, stopping in. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your time. And I'm wishing